think Jimmer just fell off the car with the couch.
Stacy, can I come over after school? After school, we can hang around.
When's the chorus of the song?
Did your mom get back from her business trip? Business trip. Is she there, or is she trying to give me the slip? You know I'm not the little boy that I used to be. Oh, now, baby, can't you see? Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all alone, and I'm waiting for some.
What's up? It's Jomboy and Jake Radio. It's February 12th. It's Tuesday. Dead Tuesday. Bad Tuesday. Terrible Tuesday. The worst day of the week. Jake's biggest rival. I was going to say the other word for rival. That's adversary. But I stumbled on it. How you doing, Jake? Happy Tuesday.
It's not mine. It's everyone's. It's the world's. They just don't know it yet.
Yeah. I don't subscribe to it yet.
Oh, you will. I mean, just think about your day already today. You're talking about how you're scrambled. You were going to get a task done that you thought was going to be easy, get it out of the way. And here we are. Would that happen on any other day of the week? Nope.
No, because Laughs from the Past only comes out on Tuesdays.
Aha!
Oh.
See, when you start thinking about it, it really comes together quickly. How you doing, Jimmer?
I'm good. Stacy's mom to continue female names in the song week. This was actually Jordan, or no, not Jordan. Someone commented on the Instagram and said if Stacy's mom isn't played next week, that's a huge miss. And I actually didn't have Stacy's mom lined up, but he was right. It would have been a huge miss. It's a different route to women's song because it's not about Stacy. It's about her mom.
It's about her mother.
Fountains of Wayne. I think they're a New Jersey band too.
Oh, Mid-Atlantic Monday shout out. Yeah, I mean, this was huge. I mean, we had to be the target demographic for that. When did that come out? Like end of middle school, early high school?
I would guess like 2002 or 2003.
Okay.
2003.
Yeah, I mean, we were just on the brink of that. A, thinking sexuality in that music video was cool. B, it being bad enough good music that we would think it was cool. Yeah, I mean, at the time, we were the target.
Oh, yeah. I remember at the time, I was like the kid's age, right?
Right.
And I was like, dude, Stacy's pretty hot too.
Yeah, maybe put some more time back into Stacy.
Like, be realistic here. Stacy's not like bad, and she's your age.
And if Stacy's got those genetics, I mean, use that as a good thing. Like that's fantastic. But
yeah, I was totally not with the kid. I was like, just hang out with Stacy. You're ruining a good thing here, bud.
Yeah.
Wonder what Stacy looks like now. That's got to be something the internet's done, right?
You tell me, Big Daddy.
Stacy's mom video girl now. That'll throw it out there. The girl from Stacy's mom video has blossomed into a beautiful young woman. So here we go. Let's see if they're right. Okay, young. She's super young now. I feel creepy that I was saying what I was saying, but I was the same age when I was saying this.
Same age, yeah.
She's an artist now, and yeah, she's pretty.
I feel like you didn't send me the link, which is tough. It's just tough.
Here. Send it on the Google chat.
Ooh, www.pretty52.com.
Yeah,
I think this is my first time on this website.
It's not the best website, but her Instagram, we could just find her Instagram. It's for anyone at home, her Instagram is Giannadis, as if that's going to help you. Gianna, Giannadis, something.
She looks a lot like herself grown up.
Yes, but more adult, so it's not as creepy now.
Yeah, I was really worried when you said how young she worked, but yeah, that's how she looked in the music video. What were like if we went over to like the annoying kid's house and we're playing music loud and playing songs and this song came on, like what were the moms thinking?
That's a good call.
What were the dads thinking?
Yeah, it's a weird song to hear your 13-year-old son like jamming out to. And then the music video, he's like jerking off in the bathroom, imagining her, and then she walks in. It's Giannis Dispenza, Dispenza. She only has 6,000 followers. She didn't grow up to be a famous person. She's an artist.
She's about to get a few more.
All her photos are art. You
think she hates the fact that she was in that song? I think she said she hates it, but she's happy with it.
She says she hates it because it's such a sophomoric, immature song.
Right.
But who was the mom? She's a famous model, right?
Yeah.
She was hot too. Now I'm more into the mom.
Oh.
These days as an adult.
Wow.
I watched the music video. Stacy didn't do anything for me because she was 13 years old.
Yeah, that's good. That's good news on this too.
It's always a good sign, you know. Some people don't pass that test, and that's terrible for them. They're adults, and they're like,
buddy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
No, thank you.
So we had a false start today, Jake. We started playing the Fountains of Wayne Stacy's Mom. And then we had you had to take a run and go be a hero. I think you got to tell us about it.
I'm a superhero, so I forget if I told this whole thing on JJR, but the lady friend's car is kind of an egg. I think that's what car guys call bad cars, right? An egg. Lemon. It's an egg. It's not even a lemon. Okay. It's the only car she's ever had. She has a '08 Saturn Vue, and it was her first car. Only car, has under 100,000 miles on it for having it for over 10 years. She's not a driver. She hates driving.
That's crazy. That's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah. No, it's nuts. And she would at the end and start of every semester, she'd drive back and forth from Florida to where she went to school in Tennessee. So like she'd have like a couple things where she'd rack up a few miles, but she hates driving.
Just hitching a ride.
So she's like, when I met her in Dallas, she'd walk to work. And like, it wasn't a really convenient walk either. And Dallas is super hot. It's like, you're kind of nuts. Like that. Anyways, so she's had this car and she's ready to move on from it. She's like, got the money for a new car. She's ready. But if you remember, and I think I talked about this on JJR, was we did like the car buying process before the winter. Because that's when we were going to do it, like get another, because it's like a hybrid SUV type, the type that are popular now. It could get you to and fro the mountains. So we were going to do that before the winter. So if you remember, we went pretty deep into that process. And
I do remember you telling us about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we literally hit the point where she picked out the car she was going to buy. And then they went full car dealer. Like they were going to give her nothing for her egg/lemon of a car that I'm currently talking about, which, how about that? But also like just the way they were handling everything. They were dealing with it like old school car dealership. And she was just like, this is miserable. Like, I can't really do this. And I was like, yeah, I mean, this is the game. Like if you don't want to do this, that's fine. But this is the game. So walked away that day, like ready to buy a new car. And then flash forward, so the car's been working decently. We got it a new battery. So the car's problems are electrical. And again, I'm not a car guy. But the car's problems are electrical. Like sometimes you'll see, like you'll get a flicker on the dashboard, things like that. But what would happen is just randomly every now and then the car wouldn't start. Like it would pretend the battery's dead, but it's a new battery. And there's like a new alternator too. Those are like the starting pieces of a car. That's my car knowledge. So all those parts are fine, but it still doesn't start. So in my head, there's a wire or something that's jacked up or need some extra love to get going. But it's either way, it was super sporadic. So lately, we've had a couple times where it hasn't started. So I don't know if the cold's a factor. How ridiculous are cars? But one day I had like a jakey solution because I think once now that we're towards the end of winter, I don't think we'll get a car. But I think like literally one of the next holiday sales. It could be the President's Day sale, whenever that is. I think that's February. Or maybe Memorial Day or one of those things. But like it's gonna happen. But we've essentially made it through the winter. There's no sense on punting now. So I had a genius Jake solution, and this is how I'd sum up how my brain works. Is that I mean the only problem is that sometimes this car needs a little jump. Like everything else works pretty well. So I got a portable battery, like car jumper. At the Home Depot, threw it in there, and so yeah, man, that's the bizarre part. So it right as we set up, I get the call from her. She's like, "Oh, it didn't work." So I pop down there. She half knows how to use it, but she also half doesn't.
She likes that you use it for her.
Oh yeah, and so I hooked it up, and dude, like the car turned on instantly. Like I didn't even have. I didn't wait 30 seconds for it to like get energy from the battery. Like the second it was hooked up, it turned on. And again, it's a new battery. So I don't know. It's a weird car thing going on. I don't know. I'm debating taking the car off her because I'm kind of a glutton for punishment. So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, got going, got a big hug and sent everyone on their way.
You're a hero.
I'm a hero.
It's nice it's nice and frustrating at the same time when you're the go-to person to fix something.
Right.
That's simple. Like when my parents can't figure out the inputs on the TV.
Sure.
And they're like, Jimmy, the TV's, I can't get it on. It's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, half of me is like, I can fix this so easily for them. And they think I'm needed.
Right.
And that's cool. And the other half is like, hit the one button. And
yeah.
Good. Like I'm not.
As input.
Yeah. But it's nice to be needed and good at things.
Yeah, a little bit. My mom gives me that too, but like she's across the country and I don't know her setup and it won't be like an input prompt. She'll be like, why isn't this channel not there? And I'm like, what? That could mean so many different things. That could be input. You could be on the wrong channel. I have no idea. So yeah, I mean, luckily the battery thing feels manly enough. Like you have to pop the front hood of the car.
Okay. Which
is a manly feeling.
Yeah, there you go.
Like if someone went by in the parking lot, like she's on the sidelines, I'm under there with the battery, and like I look like Joe Cool for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'll take that.
Nice. Let's just go into sports. Let's see I don't have much at all, but here we go.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom. The Knicks lost to the Cavs by 3 points, 107-104 to hit the over by one measly point. Congrats, Vegas, you cocksuckers. The Nets lost to the Raptors, Jake. They've lost 2 in a row, and they've lost 5 of their last 6. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Machado posted something on Instagram for his baby daughter that had a White Sox logo on it or something like that. Don't care, literally don't care.
I'll start with our Nets because everyone wanted us to talk about the Nets, and now that we are, they're playing badly, which I think is sign numero uno that we need to stop talking about the Nets.
Yeah, we've done them in. We did St. John's in too, and UConn, and the Knicks, and the Rangers.
Like the direct link there. But yeah, I mean, they played the Raptors. It was a great game. It's at Toronto. Kawhi hits the game winner, which was kind of nice. Banked it in. They've got the Cavaliers coming up next, so they'll get a win coming soon. But yeah, our Nets. We're sorry we're jinxing them. I guess we need to hear from Nets Nation. Do you guys want to hear more from us? Do you want us to take a hiatus? I don't know. Well, let us know.
Let us know.
Jimmy, okay, I'll do the Machado thing quick. Machado posted he got his niece, I believe, or Yonder Alonso's daughter, like White Sox little slippers, because Yonder Alonso is on the White Sox.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, the internet's just going to run with that all day. Until one of those guys signs. What's happening? I told you before I saved the world for my girlfriend by jumping her car, I got just caught into the weeds by Twitter. And I think Twitter's going to be even a darker place until Harper and or Machado sign. Like Twitter, like people are coming out with like, I know the Yankees already have Machado signed. They're just waiting to announce it. And it's like, hey, no, you don't. Here's a secret for you. No, you don't. So yeah, baseball Twitter, kind of a nightmare. Good for baseball. That's how you bring in fans. Jimmy, let's talk about my Knickerbockers. Did you watch any of this? No.
I had it on in the background while I was recording something.
Okay.
I think.
So kind of, how do I want to say this? I was going to say kind of a lot of fun. The Knicks are playing the Cavs. They're getting beat by around a little over 10 the whole game, right? And they were letting the Cavaliers score almost at will. But so it was funny. So Jim, this game was online for the over to hit the whole time. We'll talk a little bit of the day. And then the Zion Bowl really took off. The Cavs scored 18 in the fourth quarter. But it looked like the Knicks tank was on. Like they were letting the Cavs just beat them. And then Kadeem Allen, a second-round pick that hasn't been playing at all this year, they've just started playing him, started going off. He scored 25 points. He's 10 of 16 shooting, 6 assists. He was just like dominating the game and brought the Knicks back. And it was like, okay. And then, Jim, this is where things get really fun.
Let's see.
So the NBA has 10-day contracts. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. And it's basically like, it's a chance. Like, I think a team can sign you to 2 10-day contracts before they'd have to, like, sign you to a full year contract. But it's, like, a really cool opportunity for guys in the G League. Like, hey, 10 days. And normally teams, when they do that, they're like, all right, well, we've got three games in these 10 days, so we're going to play you and see what you got. So it's a really cool aspect of basketball. And some guys earn contracts and grow into careers, some don't. But so they signed this guy, Jenkins, who was a former number 1 pick. Johnny Jenkins, a little basic.
Johnny Jenkins is a great name.
John Jenkins.
Well, Johnny Jenkins is better.
So he hasn't played, so they bring him in for the fourth quarter.
Jonathan J. Jenkins, would he be even better? That'd be nice.
So he comes in, he plays decently. He finishes at 3 for 5 shooting, 7 points. Luke Cornett, who hadn't been playing, who's the big white guy who wears a face mask and double knee pads, he comes in for the fourth quarter. He hadn't played in the game yet. He ends up taking 6 shots. He hits 2 giant threes that lead the Knicks back in it. But it's at the same time you're doing this whole thing like, wait, who do we have in the game right now? So the Knicks come back. They make it a game. They have a chance to take the lead. They have a chance to tie it at the end. And who do they draw the play up for? The guy on the 10-day contract, John Jenkins.
Yeah, well, that's fun.
He gets a look from the corner. He misses it. Tough. Knicks end up losing.
That is the tank right there.
Oh, yeah. And so when you really take a step back and look at it, you have to be like, oh, my God, what a tank. But, yeah, that is what it is. The part that sucks, have I done the NBA draft lottery spiel with you yet?
We talked about the lottery one day, like a ton.
Well, we need to come up with solutions because right now the top 3 teams have the same odds. So, like, a bunch of Knicks people were tweeting like, well, even though we lost that game, we all still have the same odds. So, like, why not try to win it? And, I mean, it's a yes and no thing to a degree. The odds are the same, but if you fall back, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, the last seed has better odds of staying in a bottom three than the third to last seed.
Right. The worst team will only be able to fall to the 5th pick. The second team will be able to fall to the 6th pick and onward and upward. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. It's funny, and then you watch something like this, and Kadeem Allen played great, and he's this 2nd-round pick who's talked about as this gritty player, and it's like, okay, is this something we're gonna laugh at? Like, I thought the Knicks were gonna win this game, somehow blow their lottery pick, and it'd be remembered as the Kadeem Allen game. That didn't end up happening. But yeah, I mean, just tough. The over/under was hilarious, like I mentioned. The Cavaliers actually hit 2 free throws right before that. One of them rimmed in, so it could have been a push. But yeah, that's a whole nother thing. The Knicks lose.
Let's go on to national news.
17-game losing streak, Jim.
They're not even close to the record, so we're going to need a lot more losses.
Yep. National news. Duke apologizes to Michigan State. What's that, Jake? Elton Brand apologizes to Magic Johnson for insinuating the Lakers' Ben Simmons call was unprompted. The Lions say the Raiders would be so much better for Hard Knocks because they'd be totally great at it. We wish we were better. They'd just be so good at it. It's not that we don't want it. Russell Westbrook breaks the consecutive game straight with a triple-double, 10 straight games. Goodbye, Wilt Chamberlain. The Browns signed Kareem Hunt. Hey, Jim, I didn't know the Browns needed a kicker, is what a lot of people were saying on Twitter, which is tough. And that's sports.
That's sports. Bum, 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 bum. I had fallen asleep.
Some more breaking news. The Texans just released Demaryius Thomas.
Oh, why is that? Is that big news?
Oh, not really. He tore his Achilles in December, but it just happened. But they were thinking about keeping him around because he's known as like a good guy around the league, and they've got some young wide receivers and stuff. But cut.
Why did Brand apologize to Magic Johnson for insinuating Ben Simmons' call? Do you know this story? I was interested.
Yeah. It's a whole so this was right when around the trade deadline when the NBA Gossip League was going hardcore. Ben Simmons could have been traded. There was rumors about him for Anthony Davis and stuff. He's super talented, but he can't shoot a lick. But so then the whole thing that was happening here was like Magic Johnson and Ben Simmons wanted to talk to each other because Magic Johnson was a tall guard in the NBA. So he's like, yeah, we kind of want to have a meet. Yeah, we just want to talk about tall guard basketball stuff. And, if I could help this young man a little bit, he's good for the future of the league, blah, blah, blah. And then everyone started spiraling about tampering and they're trying to get Ben Simmons to the Lakers, blah, 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 which, hey, who knows, could be true. LeBron loves Ben Simmons as well because he's a 6'9" guy that can dribble really well. So yeah, and then there's a little back and forth, and then Elton Brand just came out and was like, "Yeah, man, like we talked about it. It's Magic Johnson. I don't care." I don't know, man. I think the Magic Johnson stuff is funny to me because I think that's a guy. His time period ended up working out really well for him. Like he did a press conference the other day that was about. Oh, because they were really pissed off about the New Orleans trade because New Orleans leaked out all that information. We talked about that yesterday, like how the Lakers were valuing their players. And Magic Johnson just did one of those Magic Johnson press conferences where he's got that big smile, but he's being kind of rude and he's saying things. And I don't know. It's just a thought process I had on Magic.
This Hard Knock story is pretty funny.
The Hard Knocks is really fun, right?
Teams hate Hard Knocks. I remember forget what coach it was. Was it the Dolphins? No. It's one of those years where it wasn't the Bengals. Maybe it was the Can't remember, but the coach said that it was the happiest day of his life when they got the cameras out of the facilities.
Right.
He said, besides my wedding day, it was the happiest day of my life when these cameras left. Like, teams hate Hard Knocks, but the consumers love it. It's so interesting. Actually, I faded off. I loved it, and then it seemed like every year was just the same exact, like, rinse and repeat with different characters.
I sent you the link, and you're gonna like one part of it if you scroll. It's technically the third paragraph, but yeah, I think it's funny. This was the final 5 teams, and this leaked out from Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia is the Lions head coach, and he's from the Belichick family. So he's been raised to like do as little of this stuff as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was funny. So do you see the part that?
These are good quotes, so I'll go read all of them.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia from the Patriots, now head coach of the Lions, said, I think John Gruden is an excellent choice for that show. I think the Oakland Raiders and everything they've got going on right now would be a fantastic viewing for everybody to watch. And then he was asked if appearing on the show would be like a weeks-long dentist visit for root canals. And Patricia responded, yeah. And I definitely think I would get a lot of calls from my mom at night if the show was on.
Yeah. And I really like the Gruden responded to Matt Patricia's comments in a text to ESPN's Paul Gutierrez by writing LOL period.
Well, Gruden does do the media. He has a broadcast. They are moving to Vegas soon.
And that's kind of the thing. I mean, I think it would be a really good – like if the Raiders fully leaned into it with Gruden, Carr, and some of that stuff, I mean, it has the chance to be the best Hard Knocks ever. And I'm trying to say this in a polite way. I think Gruden – I say everyone's going to say what they want about him as a coach, and he got murdered last year. But he'd be the coach that would be able to deal with this, right?
Seems like it. He's done broadcasting. He like knows that other side of it and all that.
Right.
Stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. Did you know the final 5 teams? I didn't.
No, but there's a whole formula how they get it down. Like it can't be a rookie coach.
Right.
If you made the playoffs the year before, you get to not be part of it. There's a lot of rules, I think. If you've done it within the last 3 years, you don't have to do it again. So who's it narrowed down to?
The final 5 are the Lions, which we're not that interested in.
Yeah, not interested in that at all.
San Francisco 49ers, kind of interested.
No, I don't.
Jimmy G coming back. I could get into that. The New York Giants, Jim.
Yeah, I'd like that because I like the Giants, so that'd be cool for me.
Saquon, Eli, if they brought in Dwayne Haskins, I mean, it's probably not good for Dwayne Haskins, but it'd be fun. The Raiders, as mentioned, and the Washington Redskins. Jay Gruden, brothers Gruden.
I may tune in if it's the Raiders. I will tune in if it's the Giants.
Right.
I will not tune in if it's the other 3.
I think this would shock people for how much of a sports dude I pretend to be. I don't think I've ever watched a full season of Hard Knocks.
Not even when Rex Ryan was the coach of the Jets?
No, I just got the highlights.
Oh. It's well done. It's pretty cool, but I mean, it's a formula.
Yeah.
Like they have a script, and then they make players fit their script.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like this guy's trying out for special teams, but he's going to get cut, but we're going to do a feature on him so that you feel really bad when he gets cut.
Like fringe guy, quarterback, star of the team, one weird guy on the team.
They latch onto one of the lineman coaches and make him and like edit him so he's like, you know, funny and crazy and has a bunch of quotes and
football guy.
Yeah, it's rinse and repeat.
Okay. Well,
I mean, they've been doing it for like 12 years now.
Yeah.
Long time.
Maybe even longer.
Yeah. Bengals have been on it like 10 times.
I think so. Like, I'm picturing like Ray Lewis, that Todd Heap, Shannon Sharp.
Woodhead was on it when they did the Jets. Woodhead was like one of the characters got cut by the Jets.
Yeah, I remember Woodhead. Wasn't Amendola one of the like special team white guys or something? He was on the Cowboys, maybe. Yeah,
maybe. I forget.
But yeah, I'd like to.
There's been 12 seasons. I hit it right on the
Oh wow, nice man.
On the best ever.
What was the first one? Was it the Ravens?
Ravens in 2001.
Okay, that's what I picture as being the first one.
They did like the talent show and someone did like a Ray Lewis impression and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
How was 2001? So have they not done it every year?
2001 Ravens, 2002 Cowboys. Then they did 5. They didn't do another one until 2007.
Okay.
Chiefs.
So that makes sense. So it's been 12 seasons, but it's been how many years? 18?
Yeah. Bengals, Jets, Dolphins, Bengals, Falcons, Texans, Rams, Bucks, Browns. I guess the Bengals haven't even been on as much as I thought.
There you go.
Looks like in 2011 they didn't have a team. They did it for like the season. It was weird. All right.
The only other sports game, and I feel bad. I actually watched part of this last night. UVA took down North Carolina, Jim, 69-61. It was a fun game.
Got him. That's the half empty sports show. Wasn't much going on, so let's
Mondays, man. This has been my big gripe. It used to be big Mondays in college basketball. We had UVA UNC, that was a good game. And then KU and TCU went to overtime, but which I thought about taking KU as my bet of the day, and I bailed, Jim. I bailed.
I just want to let everyone know during halftime, I got cold feet.
Okay.
It's the heating bill came in yesterday, and Katie saw it, and I don't know if she's ever paid a heating bill. Like lived in a house, and like when you actually see like, oh shit, using the heat costs a lot more money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, like your parents were here, so we had it even warmer for that week.
Right.
Because me, I'd rather be cold than hot, and I hate the heat. But I understand that I'm on the far end of the spectrum. But yeah, so she's like, she just turned all the heat off, and she's like, let's see how long we can go, which is my favorite game in the world to play.
Right.
I don't know. I wonder how she's doing, but it's really wet and rainy, and our house is like a beach house. It's not,
right.
You know what I mean? It's like a little cottage. The windows just get blown right through.
Yeah, it's not built for that.
No, yeah.
You get that plastic stuff on the windows?
Do we have it, or should you get it? Or what was your question?
Both, I guess.
I don't think we have it. I don't know about getting it, but whatever. Winter only lasts so long, right? It's not like we live in Alaska. You just gotta bear with it.
Yeah,
but I got cold feet.
Even at Broadway, we would do the plastic stuff around the windows, and it helped a little bit. And we were like the most useless group of guys ever.
Yeah. At one point, our windows weren't sealed, which that was bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, seal those. So just let it be known, I'm playing through cold feet right now. Usually, I put my shoes on. I don't got shoes on.
Yeah, I grew up in a cold house. We were blankets. Yeah. Grab a blanket.
Well, like I'm a sweatshirt guy. I'll wear a sweatshirt 3 out of the 4 seasons. In summer, I can't.
That's true.
But I'll like if I can get away with wearing a sweatshirt and not being sweaty, I'll have a sweatshirt on because it's just more comfortable for me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the second half.
I read the news today, oh boy, and though the news was rather sad, but I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Not really real world news, but they are releasing Waterworld, and it's 40 minutes longer director's cut of Waterworld, which I think is already a long movie. Infamous flop that I love, which is weird that I love it because I hate movies of that vein. A snake bites a man. The man bites his wife so they can die together. The wife survives because human bites aren't deadly, I don't think. Man was arrested for projecting porn onto his garage door. 50 polar bears searching for food invaded a Russian town. That's scary. A bunch of people went into an abandoned home to smoke some weed, found a tiger, got trapped. The old tiger trap. A Houston family was overcharged $1,600 for pizza. Seems like an easy mistake to fix, but they've made the news. A suspect poses with damaged car after plowing into a woman. Seems like a bad guy. And Burger King settles lawsuit by paying Portland man the cost of a lifetime supply of free Whoppers. What do you got here, Jake?
Well, I want to check one off quick. I need to double check one thing.
Double check. Jakey's doing the double check. Big Aaron Rodgers fan. He loves the Packers.
Is this Portland? Which Portland is this?
I don't know. I would guess Oregon, but.
Well, that's what Multnomah County. Where's that at? Because I mean, my initial one that I think we could check off this Burger King thing is that I'm assuming this is Portland, the upper Northwest Portland, and that this person doesn't even like Burger King or Whoppers, but they just wanted to be the cool hipster who could say, yeah, I want a lawsuit and I can get Whoppers whenever I want for life. Like, how bizarre is that?
What's the other Portland? Is there a Portland in New England?
Maine.
Oh, Maine. Okay. Yeah, I would guess this is Oregon.
The Willamette Week.
He was locked in a restaurant bathroom. That's what this is about. Well, this guy's an idiot.
Go on.
So the Whoppers.
Yeah, Jim, I'm done with it. It's Portland Northwest. This is just a hipster / marketing campaign.
Because this is marketing because they're paying him the cost of one Whopper a week for the next 22 years. So that's not free Whoppers for the rest of your life. And that would one Whopper a week for the next 22 years would come out to $9,000. So this dude could have just taken $9,000 and he probably could have just taken way more money, like $20,000. What's that to Burger King if it's a lawsuit? And yeah, this is definitely some sort of just marketing because if this is it and this is like the outcome that he came away with and is satisfied with, then he's one of the dumbest, fattest idiots.
Yeah, this is hipster Northwest. It's done.
All right, can we talk about the new Waterworld? Do you like Waterworld?
So I know the whole story. I don't really care that much. Like I've thrown it on once or twice and been like, yeah, this does seem like a bad movie. But I mean, I don't get lost in it. Get us lost in you, Jim.
I mean, I love Kevin Costner and Waterworld. Right. See, so it wasn't you. It had to be one of the DeSorbos or Approach that loves Waterworld.
Right.
But I don't know. Watch Waterworld. It's a funny, bad movie, but I actually like it. But there's my favorite scene is the guy who sits in the oil tanker, you know?
Sure.
So there's this huge boat, and there's no land anymore. And there's oil in the bottom of the oil tanker. And to see how much oil they have, which doesn't make any sense, they can just use like a long stick. They have a guy in a rowboat that tells them, like, oh, we're almost done, or this is how much. And that's his entire life. He's just stuck in the oil drum.
Right.
There's a scene at the end of the movie where they're blowing up the ships and ruining everything, and they just drop a match down in the oil. And before it blows up, the old man goes, thank God. He's going to die. It's one of the best scenes in cinema history. But anyway, Waterworld, 40 extra minutes. Don't know what that could be. How about this Romeo and Juliet where the
You like it because it's good, bad, right?
Yes, but there's got to be something different because I don't like bad movies in that way. This is like one of the only ones that I do.
Interesting.
Like my friend Danny Burns used to love terrible movies because you just laugh at how bad they are.
Right.
I don't enjoy that.
Right.
Like there's that movie The Room. James Franco just did a movie about it, and people love it because it's so bad. And then there's like Trolls 2. I think those are all the movies that people love because they're so bad. I don't want to watch something that's bad.
Then why do you like Waterworld?
Because I think it's good.
Okay.
Like I like Waterworld, not ironically.
All right.
All right.
I guess that's I'm I'm interested that you said that.
Yeah. No, I always hated when people were like, "Yo, let's watch this terrible movie. It's so bad, it's hilarious." And I was like, "No, how about let's watch a good movie?"
Right. But now aren't you on the other side of the fence there almost?
No, because my pitch to watch Waterworld wouldn't be like, "Watch this terrible movie. Let's laugh at how bad it is." I would be like,
Right.
"Watch Waterworld. Get wrapped up in the story. It's cool."
All right.
But I'm in the minority. People hate Waterworld. I think it's too much hate.
Have you seen the commercials for this new Alita movie? I feel like that's the movie that the guys you do Six Pack Cinema would love to see and you would hate to see.
What's it called?
Alita.
Alita.
I've been seeing a lot of commercials for it.
No, I haven't. Oh, it's like video game stuff. Oh, it's James Cameron. I'm out. Yeah, no. I won't see that shit. All right, so a man in India who was attacked by a poisonous snake bit his wife's wrist because his final wish was for them to die together.
Mm.
Shankar Rai was asleep in his home in Samastipur district. Details when he was bit by a snake. By morning, his condition worsened. Fearing he did not have much time left, he held his wife, Amiri Devi's hand and said he wanted them to be united in death. He sunk his teeth into her wrist so the venom would kill them both and fell unconscious. Doctors arrived, rushed him to the hospital. Although the venom claimed the life of Rai, his wife was rescued in time. He told me he loved me too much and wanted to die together before grabbing my wrist and sinking his teeth into it. This guy sucks. Well, he got the job.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, big Romeo and Juliet, Cleo and Mark Antony fan.
Yeah, man. Dude, picture that scene. Like he's with the woman he loves so much, and he's feeling death coming over him, and all he's thinking about is that he wants to spend forever with her. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd rather it when a loved one dies and they're like, live your life, find love, be happy, remember me, not like now you're
This guy
dead.
woke up to a snake bite in his sleep.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't have a lot of thought process there.
I don't think many people think I'm going to kill my wife.
Right. I mean, the religion thing's a whole factor here, and I'm obviously ignoring that part of it. But yeah, there's a beauty to it. Also extremely rude.
Is that how snake bites work? Like he can bite her, and now he's a venomous snake?
Like totally not. And I think that's what we discovered.
They rescued her in time. What was wrong with her? She had some bite marks.
She said, "Yeah, I allowed him to do so." Like she was ready to go with him, man. That's like some beautiful love religion stuff.
Well, lock her up because if she gets bit by a snake, she's taking someone down with her.
No, it's just their loved ones.
He should have found the snake and had the snake bite her. That's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, that's a good call. Where'd the snake go in all of this?
Yeah, I think he purposely did the snake bite, like Cleopatra.
Why didn't she suck the venom out?
Yeah. A lot of other options.
There were some alternatives.
I think this dude thought he was a snake. Like he thought he thought it was a zombie situation. He got bit. Now he's a snake, so now he's going to bite her.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'll let you bite me, honey. If that's what makes you happy, thinking that you're a snake and you're going to kill me, you can bite me. I'll just have some bite marks for the next month or so and it might hurt in the moment, but I'm definitely not going to die because you're not a snake.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually good wife stuff.
Yeah, she just let him think.
His dying wish was, let me bite you. And she was like, okay.
He was like, I'm going to turn you into a dead person.
The whole thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I actually like it now. Now that I've figured out she played along just so he could feel like, yeah, honey, you're a snake now. You got the venom inside you. Bite me, bite me. And then he bit her. He died, and she called and was like, hey, my husband died.
And now she's porking his brother.
Yeah. How about this, the 50 polar bears that invaded a Russian town?
You were scared by this.
50 is a lot. And they're hungry. Like polar bears, hungry polar bear is worse than a full polar bear. That's science, because hungry polar bears they want to bite and eat you. And full polar bears, they're not interested in eating because they're full.
So what's the play here? You see a bunch of polar bears march into your towns with clear intentions. I mean, you get the food out, right?
Just throw it like far away.
Yeah, I mean, just start throwing. Hey, who's got some burgers in their freezer? Like, let's get these out before it's us.
Yeah, this is where this town needs to be equipped with slingshots. And then there's a polar bear whistle, like bears are coming, and then everyone goes to their front door, and the husband's got the slingshot, and the wife and kids are doing an assembly line from fridge to husband, and he's just slingshotting all the food mile away, sliding on the ice, and just so all the polar bears just turn around. They slingshot the food over the polar bears' heads, so the polar bears get like whiplash, like whoa, oh! They turn around, they go eat on the outskirt of town. It's like a once every 3-month thing.
Yeah, out on that. Didn't we have a story like this with seals in Canada?
Seals are a little different than polar bears.
Is this a global warming side effect? I know we don't get political, but
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. No, it is. Opening sentence.
Two icy creatures invading towns?
Yeah, well, maybe it's a staged global warming.
Oh, yeah, this could be marketing. Yeah, all the other articles are political on the bottom. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, 50 polar bears. That's a gang of polar bears, man.
That's a squad.
Yeah. They are frightened to leave homes, and their daily routines are broken. Because polar bears are protected in Russia, residents are prohibited from killing the hungry intruders. That seems unfair. I mean, there's got to be self-defense laws.
I'm looking at an image of a dog staring down a polar bear. Don't love that. This definitely happened in Siberia, Jim. You know anything else about Siberia?
Ooh. Go check out today's Laughs from the Past episode. It's all about the Tunguska event, which is a fun story. Actually, I re-listened to our Laughs from the Past today. I thought there's some pretty funny stuff we said.
Good.
Go us. Go us. Go us. Gus.
Go
Gus.
us.
Gus. Katie's wearing a sweatshirt I bought her. So how about this, Jake? Katie, I went to the store yesterday to buy myself some shorts because I'm committed to the Adam Sandler lifestyle of just basketball shorts. When we go to spring training, I don't even want to mess around with trying to wear real shorts. And then I got to fill up all the pockets, and then they're tight. I'm like, no, I'm committed. I'm turning 30. I'm basketball short. That's who I am. And
this is it.
I have to accept that. I've been trying to be that person for years, but like society and myself was like, no, dress nice, dress nice. Nope, basketball shorts for life. So I go to Kohl's. Katie says, get me something cute.
Sure.
Like clothes.
Right.
What would you even attempt?
Did you say it in a facetious way?
No, not really.
Like I think she was saying it in a cute, 1960s husband's going, get me something cute, hon.
It was like
Your immediate reaction tells me there's a hint of that.
Yes, a hint.
Sounds like it was a test.
It was a hint, but it was like, I think she might have expected me to come back with something terrible as like a gag gift. Katie, did you expect me to give you a gag gift? No. She says no.
You got tested and you failed.
She's wearing it right now.
No, you failed yourself for the next 40 years. You screwed up.
Oh, because now I'm going to have to buy her clothes?
Yeah, you passed the test. That's an easy fail, and it never gets brought up again.
It looks good. It's a comfy hoodie. It's I just said I like sweatshirts. It's a hoodie.
Yeah.
Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's super comfy. It doesn't strangle me.
Okay. She says it doesn't strangle her.
That's huge. That's one of my number one things with clothes.
Yeah. No, you like turtlenecks.
Not ones that strangle me.
It was on Kohl's. It said softest hoodie in the world, and I was like, okay, that's that.
Sounds perfect.
But it was a pretty scary mission. Like I went to buy mesh shorts, and then I walked over to the women's section of Kohl's, and I was like, oh my god.
What were the orders again? Get me something cute.
Yeah, just get me something.
Yeah, I'm coming back with like a Beanie Baby or something. That's a tap out.
Yeah, I got her a blue sweatshirt. You want to see it? Katie, show him your blue sweatshirt. See?
Okay.
Pretty simple.
Katie, it's pretty nice. It's fundamentally strong. It's a lighter blue than I expected. That's nice.
It's full coverage hood, too. Look at this.
Full coverage hood. I don't know what that
I
means.
can walk out in the rain and it's covering everything.
Yeah.
Covered everything in the rain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a bright color. I like bright colors. Not
Okay.
for me, for Katie.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I was expecting when you said you picked it out, I was expecting a death color.
I don't know,
Blue.
because she's got a bubbly personality. I don't.
Right.
Is there any other stories we can talk about? Oh, can we click and find out about this family that was charged $1,600 for pizza? Because I don't get it.
I mean,
Like,
I'm
you could
leaning.
say
You
no.
go there. I'm gonna start talking weed tiger because I mean that's interesting to me. You get
My guess is that's in India, and they were like went to an abandoned house, and of course there's a tiger in an abandoned house in India. That's my guess, but I don't know.
no, this was in Houston, Jim.
Wow, so is the pizza story.
Oh, look at that. Maybe it's all related. The weed, the pizza, and the tiger. Now we're making a Hangover 4. Yeah. I think they were like trafficking this animal, and these stoners found it. The weed part was definitely part of the CNN headline.
Yeah. Oh, they were looking for the tiger?
No,
Where did
they
the
went
beef?
to smoke pot in an abandoned Houston, Texas home, and they found a tiger. So yeah, there was some like bad stuff going on.
It was probably like an ex-drug pin home, and when the drugs were high and the money was good, they were like, "Let's get a tiger, like Mike Tyson. Let's get exotic animals." And then
I think it's a current drug pin home, and this is where they hid the tiger because they know nobody would go there.
Yeah, cool. Well, not cool.
Yeah, maybe this tiger can go breed with that other tiger, although they look different. So
no, that's how you get a tiger killed. Don't give Assam.
What's going on with that pizza?
I was the pizza's Domino's, and I'm an ex-Domino's employee. College.
Yeah.
Basically, this Domino's, they were just overcharging people, and at first I was like, "That's crazy. You should know." But I've probably been overcharged and never found out because I don't check my credit card statement like every day or often as I should.
Sure.
But there was a $20 pizza, and they charged them $1,600, and then like I probably like a month later, they're like, "Wait a minute."
Oops.
So
they got lucky that wasn't like because I think when everyone looks at their credit card bill at the end of the month, they kind of have like, well, it depends how much money you're sending, but I'd say the right number would be like a $500 range in their head that they feel is like how much their credit card bill should be. And so if it's anything in that range, you're kind of like, okay, like if you think you spent $3,000 that month, like that's just the number you have in your head, and then it comes out and it's $3,400, you're like, okay, yeah, I guess I probably spent that much. Or if it comes out and it's $2,700, you're like, oh, all right, a little better than I expected. If it was $3,700, you're like, okay, let me look into this. So these people got pretty lucky that it was so absorbent. Is that a word? No way, right?
No way.
But they were lucky because I think if it was 300 instead of 16, I think this story never gets heard from.
Maybe they choose their victims well. Like the guy had a really nice car, so like this guy, he doesn't check his bills.
Yeah, we're gonna carry a couple commas here.
Yeah.
Bet of the day, it's the bet of the day. Bet of the day, bet of the day.
It's the bet of the day. Jakey is not a Monday better, folks.
No.
He is not a Monday better. He's now 1-4 or whatever in Mondays. Luckily, today's Tuesday. Still 10 for his last 13. Still an impressive record, but currently on a hot one-game losing streak. And I agreed with him. Granted, there should be something like, yeah, we lost the bet, but it was close.
People have been pushing for that for years.
A little caveat, like, yeah, okay, we lost, but it was only by 1, so maybe. I wonder
if gambling has messed with that at all. Know how like know when you're playing blackjack, you can do the insurance for if the dealer has 21.
Yeah.
They should do that for like you can pay an extra $250, and if you get like if it's 1 point off, you can just push it. Like you don't win, but you don't lose.
I'm into it.
I'll talk to Vegas about that.
I've never made a bet in my life, but I'm into it.
Never made a bet in your life? It's a lie.
Like through a through a bookie or sports book, or I've never bet on a sporting event through that wasn't like with a friend. Okay. And I don't even know if I've done that for money. I've never bet with odds. Never.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Not my vice.
Ever. What is your vice? While we're there.
I would say it was drinking back in the day, but I don't drink anymore.
Right.
What is my vice? I don't know. I think I'm viceless right now.
Wow. Don't even have a vice.
I smoke every night.
Yeah.
But I don't. I just do it like a little bit, But yeah, that's a vice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a stoner now.
All right, Jim. I've got it. I'm going to keep because it was Monday and I was 1 point off. This is actually a good Monday for me. Yeah, that's a strong Monday for me. I normally lose. Never mind close. So I still think I'm hot, which makes me think my heart is still pure. And I'm going to go with someone close to my heart, Jack Strobel and Chisholm. Maryland, go Terps. Maryland is playing Purdue tonight, Jim. Couple ranked teams.
Wow, where's it at?
It's in Maryland. We've got number 12 Purdue coming in to play number 24 Maryland.
Okay.
Purdue is favored, -2.5.
Okay. They're favored even though they're on the road.
Yeah. Road favorite. Purdue's on a little bit of a heater. They've been playing decently of late. Jim, as we've been warned, the Big Ten on the road this year, not easy. So I think you know where I'm going with this. Maryland stumbled a little bit, but it was some tough games. At Wisconsin, home versus Illinois was a tough one. They walk through that one. I think Maryland needs this at home. I want the points. I want Maryland +2.5.
Has Maryland beat a ranked team yet?
Have you ever seen a wet bird fly at night, Jim?
They beat Wisconsin by 4.
They beat Indiana.
Have you ever seen a wet bird fly at night?
And Jim, I know something you like to bank on is the old follow-up storyline. They played earlier this year at Purdue, and Purdue won by 2, 62-60.
Okay.
I know that's a big thermometer test for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that storyline. And Purdue is supposed to be the better team. Boilermaker versus a Terrapin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going Boilermaker.
Purdue's on a little bit of a hot streak. They've won a few in a row. Maryland's in a little choppy sesh, but they come back home after a couple road games. I think this game means more to Maryland. Free money.
I don't know, dude. Purdue's rolling. Purdue is rolling. 7. They've won 8 in a row.
It's got to stop sometime.
8 in a row. 8 in a row. 8 in a row. I'm gonna go Purdue.
Wow.
I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna disagree, Jake.
Make a big mistake.
Going Purdue.
Wow.
Wow. The last time I disagreed with you, I lost.
Enjoy more of the same.
So you're choosing the underdog. Last time you bet the dog, you lost.
Oh, don't worry about that.
I'm not worried.
What's
Your Tuesday record? We know your Monday record is bad, but Tuesday's the day of death.
Oh boy.
You lost last Tuesday.
Yep.
So that's 0-1. You won before, 1-1. Won the one before that, 2-1, 2-2. You're 2-2 on Tuesdays. So this is a big momentum swing.
It's all a build up towards the week. I'm not concerned. Free money.
They're giving away free money. Should I get that clip if I'm going to yell it all the time?
Sure.
Sure. I got a new sound bite. Someone requested that I put this on the soundboard. Want to hear it?
Sure.
It just hurt me deep inside.
Wow.
I like it. I think that's from a couple episodes ago. You were talking about this gut-busting dildo you were testing out.
No.
It just hurt me deep inside.
I think so.
I thought we were going to wrap up a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, we got to go. But I don't have the song queued up.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Jake. Do you remember? Do you remember the plan on Tuesdays?
Oh, we were going to play something bad on the way.
Tuesday's gone. Leonard Skinner.
Mm.
There you go.
Ah, dude, I think we fucked with Tuesday too much. I think this is how we have to start Wednesday. We're really messing with the Tuesday gods. Everyone walk around carefully today.
This is how
my God.
This is how we end Tuesday shows. We can't start every Wednesday.
This is a one and done. I'm so scared. I don't like this. This is one and done. Never again. I won't do the show. Swear. Swear on it.
No, that's it, man.
Oh.